People are starving, and they don't care. They don't care. That pisses me off to the highest fullest, knowing that these people do not care about the common man and woman in this country. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Politics. Heineken. Good conversation. I don't think you really get that whole concept. Politics. Heineken. Good conversation. I don't think you really get that whole concept. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Honking Live. Honking Live. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Let's get drunk. Salute, salute. 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 Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Go calm, 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 go calm.
Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk.
Welcome to the Heineken Hour with Honking Live.
What's going on, Tehran? What's up, everybody? What's up? Been a while since I've been over here. First live of the new year. Here it is, January 7th, 1 week into the new year. You know, I decided to come over here today since it's snowing outside. I'm all snowed in. Happy New Year to you too, my brother. And spend a little time with y'all today. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. It all depends who comes through and who participate. But I'm here. Now, y'all see the title. Clicks, likes, and cash apps. That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, also, I want to thank my brother T Black for giving me a little advice over a year ago. It's been maybe a year and a half ago. He told me something that now makes a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. He told me something to the point of you don't have to react to everything someone says about you. You don't. You don't have to fire up a live stream or fire up a video and just go back, react spontaneously to the BS. And that's what I did this week. I heard something. I thought about it. And I say, it's not worth me firing up a live stream and going back at this person. It's not worth it. Because this is YouTube. It's YouTube. And in these so-called sectors, it's all about clicks, likes, and cash apps. What's up, Doug? What's up, Tanya? That's what it's about. And that's why people lie or deceive people so much, because they're looking for those three things. And that's why I didn't fire up my live stream last week when I heard this, or make a video when I heard it, because it wasn't worth it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Now I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I'm talking about. There's a channel called Grown Folks TV. I call it Childish Folks TV. And I was listening to his live, but some strange reason, some told me to go listen to this replay of this live. So I went over there and I listened to it. And I'm listening to this guy slandering my name. Now, this is the same person who claims he don't lie. This is the same person who claims that he don't say things about people unless it's factual. Now, those two things, he proved that he lies. And he does say things that are not factual. Right, Doug. That's what it's all about. And I'm sitting here listening to this dude just make up shit. Now, words matters. I don't care what no one says. Words matter. So when you say certain things certain ways, what you're doing is trying to manipulate people to think certain things. And that's what he does. He assess something a certain way to make you think negative. But like I said, I listened to him and I sat back and I could have brought up some things about him, but it's not worth it. I could have brought up the fact that he put up that little girl's picture on YouTube and pointed something out about that little girl chest. Was that appropriate? No, it wasn't. And I hope he learned from that. I hope he learned that certain things are not appropriate. People need to learn from their mistakes. I know I have. That's why I didn't fire up my live stream last week. That's why I didn't make a video last week, because I learned it's not worth going back and forth with people over lies, over YouTube. It's not worth it. And we all need to get that mentality. We all need to understand that everything is not worth it. Because some people love this shit. Some people love chaos. Some people love destroying one another in these sectors. That's what it's all about. And I will tell these followers, these subscribers, stop getting involved with these content creators' beef. Because the only thing they're doing is using y'all. They're using y'all. I sat back. I've been watching a lot of things in these sectors. The black sector, the beef sector, the Mo3 sector. I've been sitting back watching all of this. I watch. I don't make videos, but I watch. And what I see is a whole lot of people playing their subscribers. I see a whole lot of people playing the followers. I see a whole lot of people being played. I sit back and I watch this Vic, Mayor, and ZX Childish Folk TV Alliance. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, is this really happening? But it proves a point. It proves this is about clicks, likes, and cash apps. If you think about it, that's what it's all about. I'm like, ZX has drugged Vic through the mud. Vic had drugged ZX through the mud. Mayor had done things to ZX. But look at him now. It's all peace now. You see how that works? You can drag each other through the mud, then you just come right back together and piece it out. After you don't involve family, you don't say some of the most terrible things about the person, you don't made up shit, you don't did all these terrible things to this person, but now all of a sudden you're piecing it out. And see, that's another reason why I had to get away from this shit, because see, I can't piece it out like that. There are certain people I would never ever have anything nice to say about. I don't give a fuck how long ago it was. But once you tarnish my name, there's things I can say to you. Especially when you said things like what Childish Folk TV was saying last week. How in the hell did it look for me to turn around and piece it out with this dude? Nah, can't do it. I don't roll like that. See, these motherfuckers, they be playing games. They play games with their own family. See, they don't have no respect for their kids. They don't have no respect for their significant other. They don't have no respect for no one. You know why? Because it's all about clicks, likes, and cash apps. See, this is what you call selling yourself out for clicks, likes, and cash apps. You sell out your wife. You sell out your child. You sell out yourself, your reputation. You don't mind being called XYZ because you're going to get a cash app in return. You're selling yourself out. See, people do anything for a buck. See, this kind of goes along with Cat Williams, what he was saying the other day on Shannon's show, Club Shay Shay. How those entertainers sell themselves out for $1. See, that don't go on just in the entertainment world where they're making millions of dollars. That goes on YouTube also, where they're all making coins. See, these people on YouTube sell themselves out for these coins also, just like these entertainers do. Same thing. So you see someone talking about somebody's wife, talking about somebody's child in a very disgusting way, and then you turn around, you see them piecing it out, that lets you know it's all about $1. They would throw their child and their family under the bus for $1. And Doug, I agree with you on that, Doug. I agree 100% with that. Cat Williams just hated. Cat Williams was jealous. That's why he was doing that. I agree 100% on that. 100%. And Tyron, oh man, dude, how do you know? You know what? I just commented on the Anton Daniels, one of his videos. It wasn't a nice comment, but I did comment on his video. It's funny you brought that name up in here. But yeah, these people selling themselves out for $1. There is no morality, no morals in these sectors. No. If a person tell you to have morals, if a person tell you that they have morals in these sectors, they're lying to you. What's up, meow meow? Happy New Year's to you. They're lying to you. No one has morals in these sectors. Just understand that. So when you got somebody preaching to you about morals and class and all this crap, they're lying to you because they don't have morals, because they participate in this nonsense. Right, meow meow, most definitely. So just understand that y'all are being pawns in this game just for one thing, for a cash app. You know, I'm gonna say this right here, and I'm not bragging about myself when I say this. 2023, working wise, was the best year in my life. Best year is my life. I actually almost pulled in 6 figures. Almost pulled in 6 figures in 2023. And I'm proud of myself. You know why I'm proud of myself? Because I got my ass out my bed every morning and I went to work. Not only worked one job, 2 jobs. And I didn't have to depend on YouTube. I didn't have to sell myself on YouTube or sell myself out on YouTube to have my family degraded, have myself degraded for $1 on YouTube. I am so proud of myself. So proud of myself. Because I didn't have to make money selling myself out. I was able to get up and go to work every day to make my money instead of dealing with this bullshit, instead of dealing with people lying on you, instead of dealing with people coming and trying to drag your family through the mud every day. Thank you, Meow Meow. I am so freaking happy. 2023 was a great year for me, and 2024 is gonna be even better, because I'm gonna make six figures in 2024. I'm gonna make sure I make six figures in 2024, because I'm gonna work my ass off to get there. That's my goal. Those are my standards. Right, Doug. I did it old fashioned way, man. Get out there and earn that money, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When meow meow, when these guys call themselves men, I disagree with them. They're not men. They're feminized females. That's what they are. That's another thing I realized too. A lot of these dudes on here act worse than females. What's up, Mr. Docs? They act worse than females. The way they carry themselves. They gossip just like females. They and everybody chat just like females. See, I expect females to be doing these things, going around from chat to chat, gossiping, doing this and doing that. That's what I expect females to do. But you got grown men who act worse than females. And like I said, when I was growing up, I see my grandmother, my mother friends, my grandmother friends. They'll sit around, they'll talk about everybody. They'll look at soap operas. They'll do this, they'll do that. That's what females do. That's exactly what females do. When I growing up, most men was out there working, out there doing something productive a man would do. Some of it wasn't all good, but still, they was out there doing what a man would do. In today's society, these men are just like females. I look at some of these people and I just shake my head because I don't understand. Grown ass men sitting on YouTube all day and all night, gossiping, going from chat to chat in females' business. Because all this right here really is all female business. If you look at all the content creators in these two sectors, they're mostly females. The subscribers and the content creators, when you put them all together, the majority of all this is nothing but females. Nothing but females. And they're begging. They're begging. They're sitting here begging on YouTube. A grown-ass man sitting here on YouTube begging. Hit my Cash App. Buy this for me. Buy that for me. What they do that at now? Oh, I forgot they do it on YouTube. That's where they do this at. They do it on YouTube. Grown-ass man sit there and beg. I need a brand new computer. Help me buy a car. No, go get a fucking job. How about that? Be a fucking man. But no, that is the problem with today's society. Men are no longer men. They're feminized. Totally feminized. I don't know if it's the water they're drinking. I don't know what it is, but men are feminized now. Something is wrong. Something ain't right here. They don't want to work no more. They want to beg for a living. They want to beg for a living. They want to hit my Cash App. Hit my Cash App. That's what they want. What's up, Stacy? I appreciate you, Stacy. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, Stacy. But But yeah, I don't know what's going on no more. I really don't. You know, and I really believe that people should grow and change. But when I see people being stagnated, they're only sitting here doing the same thing every day. It's been what, 4 years, 5 years since I've been actually in this sector of YouTube, participating in this sector of YouTube. And there's so many people I see doing the same shit they were doing 5 years ago. There's no growth. There's nothing. Same BS. Matter of fact, they're still talking about the same shit they've been talking about for the last 5 years ago. The same shit over and over again. Same shit. Regurgitating the same shit. What's up, Curl? And that's crazy. You'll think that people, once they get into their 40s and their mid 40s and their 50s and their late 50s and their early 60s and their late 60s, you would think these people would have grown and developed something new about themselves over the years. No, not these black people. It's the same shit. Same shit. And that's sad. It's very sad. You know, when I seen this one, I'm not going to call no names, but when I seen this one man who allowed his entire career, what's up, Lurker? Who allowed his entire career go down the drain for YouTube, ended up begging. He's begging now. After he allowed YouTube to destroy his personal life, he ends up in his late 50s begging on YouTube. But he considered himself to be a man, though. Just understand that whole concept. You allow your life to be destroyed on YouTube, and you going backwards in your late 50s. You going backwards in life. Now you telling people to hit your Cash App. Now you begging people to help you buy this and buy that. All for the love of YouTube. That's amazing. Do that sound like a mature, older adult? Or do that sound like a knucklehead who's immature, who don't have his priorities straight? Which one is it? And not embarrassed. You right, meow, meow. Not embarrassed at all. Proud to be a beggar in his late 50s. Proud to be a beggar. Hit my Cash App. But he talks about everybody else being a bomb, though. And that's the funny part of all of it. He talk about everybody else being a bomb when he's the bomb now. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I turn 60 and I'm going backwards in life, just put me out. Just do me in. Just do me in. See, you want to be moving forward in life, not backwards in life. Oh, you 57, Tanya? But you're right, Tanya. That's Jerry Springer's syndrome. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy out in the YouTube streets these days. I see so many grown people, and it just, to me personally, it's horrible. It's horrible. You know, and these are black people we're talking about. You know, white people ain't got nothing to do with this. White people ain't got nothing to do with this. Oh, you turned 54 last Sunday? Happy birthday, Doug. Happy belated birthday, Doug. Happy belated birthday, my brother. So you turned only 31st. You turned, oh, okay. But yeah, you can't blame white people for this. You can't be a victim to the white people because you're doing it to yourself. And that's the part about it. We'll sit around, we blame white people for all our demise. White people did this to me. White people did that to me. White people this, white people that. White, but no, when you boil it down, what do you really see? You see every black person making their own decision to do what they do. A white man didn't put a gun to your head to tell you to do X, Y, Z. You did it because you wanted to do it. So don't sit here and blame the white man for it. Don't do that. It's kind of like, for instance, I'm gonna use Cat Williams' interview as an example of what I'm talking about. How we tend to hold ourselves back. Now, if y'all notice, white people, they do fight. They do call each other out every now and then. But do you see white people on a consistent basis trying to destroy one another? How you doing, misbehaving? Do you see white people trying to destroy each other on a regular basis like we see each other? Like, for instance, you take Cat Williams' interview with Shannon Sharp. He went in on a lot of different people. And you ask yourself, why did he do that? What was the purpose of putting all that information out there? What was the purpose? What was the purpose of that? Was there really a purpose to put all that old information out there? Not really. But I know King Girl. We'll discuss. We're gonna disagree, or we're gonna discuss. So my thing is that information didn't need to be put out there. Who cares about Kevin Hart wearing a dress? I don't. White people do it all the time. Some of the biggest stars in the white community do it. Robert Williams did it. Dustin Hoffman did it. I don't see white people dragging them through the mud for putting on a dress. So was that really necessary to bring that up? I don't think so. Was it necessary for him to bring up said entertainer so-called stealing one of his jokes? What was the big deal about that? People do it all the time. Think about music. Everybody sample in music. All the rappers samples. A lot of the R&B stars sample. So what was the purpose of bringing that up? It wasn't no purpose. But hating, like Doug said, to me, it was nothing but hating also. See, white people do things and no one cares. Black people do things and we make a big deal out of it. Why? Right, Flip Wilson put on a dress. I even think Richard Pryor put on a dress. A lot of people have put on a dress. Do it make them gay? Do it make them a certain way? See, we need to get past all that BS. I remember my brother Ghetto Intellect. He did a charity event. He put on a dress or whatever he had on, and people went in on him. Because the mentality of black people is, if you put on a dress, you got to be gay. And I think Ghetto Intellect did it for a charity. For a charity. I believe it was a charity, I believe. I might be wrong, but I think it was for a charity. If you're comfortable in your manhood, why worry about what people say about you? Right, Doug. They love drama. They love drama. And I wrote a comment the other day, yesterday, on a channel about how we love drama to the point where we don't even care who it is. Everybody can get it. Preachers, kids, young adults, old folks, anybody can get it. Because we love drama that much. You know, it is crazy. Right, misbehaving. No black people talking about Jeffrey Epstein's situation. Everybody talking about Cat Williams' interview. We don't care about Jeffrey Epstein. He's white. We don't care about that. Even though he molested kids and the whole nine, we don't care about it. We rather talk about some bullshit. Somebody put on a dress. Somebody stole a joke. You know, that's what we rather talk about. Some nonsense, something that doesn't make sense. And it is crazy. It's crazy. But like I said, we know we're gonna wake up and grow up and understand we are our own worst enemies. We are. We destroy one another. We don't build nothing together. You know, I was, because like I said, I'm all over the place. I look at everything. I look at Umar, Tariq. I look at you name it. I look at everything. Politics, everything. I don't hold back. But one thing I see is black people are so diverse to the point where we will never make it. We will never make it because we're too diverse. You got Umar Johnson saying one thing over here. You got Tariq Nasheed saying something over there. You got Candace Owens over here with her nonsense, and Brandon Tatum. Black people are too diverse in their thought process. So it's best to take care of yourself. See, that's my new mentality. It's all about taking care of yourself. If everybody take pride in what they do and live their life and be successful in their life, that's how we're going to make it. But running around here listening to all these different voices, it's not going to happen. I know what it was now. I was looking at something. They were talking about all these different things. You got FBA, which is Fundamental Black Americans, Foundation Black Americans. Then you got ADOS, ascendants from slavery. Then you got Pan-Africans. Then you got Moors. Then you got like the sovereign citizens. A lot of them are black. How in the hell are you going to develop something when you got all these different groups fighting amongst themselves of which message is the best message? How in the hell are you going to make it in this world, in this country? And the only one that's getting money off this are the scammers, are the ones who keeping you enraged. They're keeping you enraged. They're telling you, oh, we black people, we should stand together, but at the same time, they're fighting and collecting donations off of you. Just understand that. Just understand that. The only ones who are making anything off this are the race hustlers. They going on trips to Africa. They going on a trip to Fiji. They going to Hawaii. They traveling around the country, making money off of keeping you enraged. That's understand this. And black people are still in the same condition. Still in the same condition. Crime, poor education, justice system is destroyed. There's no fathers. There's no mothers in the homes. Drugs in the community. Just understand, is anything improving by following these people? Ain't nothing improving. That's why you have to take care of yourself. Forget all the rhetoric. Forget all the noise out there. You must take care of yourself individually. That's the only way you're gonna make it. But blame white supremacy, our downfall. Thank you, Doug. That's what they do. That's what they do. They blame white folks for everything. You know, I used to hate when people said that black people played the victim. I used to hate that. But then, as I got older, as I started maturing more, opening my eyes more, I started seeing that. We play victim. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a prime example of that. The shooting that happened in Iowa, there was a young kid, 11 years old. He was black. The only one that died was a little black kid. But 5 other people got shot. Do you realize? Because I don't even know the facts, so I'm not going to judge it. But do you realize one of those race hustlers? I'm not going to call the name of the person, but one of those race hustlers went on to Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and said, "Oh, the kid was singled out because he's black. He was killed because he's black." I'm like, where they said that at? Wasn't there white people who got shot also? Why are we sitting here playing victim of racism, throwing racism in this when we don't even know the facts of the case? I misbehaving. I know all of us don't do it because I don't do it anymore. I own mines. I own all of mines. If I go out there and make a mistake, unless it's blatant racism, outside of that, I don't sit here and say the white man did anything to me. Because if I go out there and get in the car and make an accident, I did it to myself. If I lose a job, I did it to myself. If I do something, I did it to myself. It calls self-accountability. And that's something that we as black people need to do. We need to own our own mistakes. We need to realize that we are making mistakes to the point where we cannot blame the white man for everything we do wrong. We can't. And that's a fact. I don't care what no one says. Yeah, there is racism in this country still. Yeah, there is systemic racism in this country still. But a lot of shit that happens to black people, we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. And we need to wake up to that fact. We need to wake up to understand. You cannot sit here and tell me that a white man is holding you down when a white man have no control over you. You have control over your own self. You do your own thing. And we all need to wake up to that. We all need to understand that. Racism only affects you probably in your lifetime. And this is not, now I haven't did no studies. This is going off what I'm going off what I have seen. Racism only affects you probably 10 to 15% of your life. The rest of it is all on you. It's all on you. Think about that. It's all on you. You're holding yourself back. Don't let no one tell you that the white man is to blame for this, the white man is to blame for that, when you have no contact with the white man. No, we sit here and blame the white man for the crime. But yet, let's talk about this immigration system, this immigration issue in Chicago. Now, before Greg Abbott started shipping all these immigrants to Chicago, we all know Chicago had a crime problem. They had a housing problem. They had what else? An education problem. They had all sorts of problems in Chicago. But all of a sudden now, since Greg Abbott is shipping all those immigrants, undocumented immigrants, to Chicago, we're going to blame them for the issues now. We're going to blame them for the crime. We're going to blame them for the housing issues. We're going to blame them for the education problem. We're going to blame them for everything under the sun. We're going to blame the immigrants for that now. You saw how that works? We find someone to blame for our own problems. Doesn't make sense, right? I was looking at a video, and I'm seeing all these black people talking about, yeah, we need to talk to Trump. We need to talk to Trump now. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, I'm like, hold on. All the issues you're talking about, you had prior to those undocumented immigrants coming into Chicago. But all of a sudden now you want to go talk to Trump because you want to blame someone else for your issues. You saw that work. We playing victim. There's the victimhood thing. You're playing victim to what? Those issues was there prior to the immigrants coming. I, I, I just sit back and I look at this shit and I just laugh. I just laugh because we love to play victim. We really do. You know, I didn't see too many people crying about crime. I didn't see too many people crying about housing issues. I didn't see anybody crying about someone taking resources away when before the undocumented immigrants start coming to Chicago. See how that works? We find someone to blame, even though we don't even care ourselves. No one cared about crime. No one cared about the education system. No one cared about homelessness. That's what it seemed like to me. Because all of a sudden now I see video after video after video of people in Chicago crying about all these issues all of a sudden because now they got to deal with immigrants, undocumented immigrants. Nah, King Kerr, the people. The videos I seen are the people having these meetings, these town halls. These are the people. Matter of fact, they're ready to get rid of the mayor. So no, it's not the politicians. It's the people. It's the people. And it's funny to me. Yeah, I just think it's funny. I really do. I really think it's funny. But like I said, we play victim. We love the victim. We love to play the victim. But like I said, getting back to my original conversation about this sector, about these sectors. Like I said, we love drama. We love keeping shit up because we need that cash app. We need that click. We need that like. So we love keeping up drama. We love destroying one another. And that's one reason I say I refuse to do that. I refuse to keep destroying one another like that. I refuse to drag my family through this anymore. And that's one way. That's one reason why I walked away because I refuse to keep dragging my family through this. I refuse. You know, I just couldn't do it anymore. You know, I can't allow that to happen when it's not really benefiting me at all. It's not making me grow. It's holding me back. And I think a lot of people need to understand this shit will hold you back. This shit will keep you from being making yourself a better person. And a lot of people need to understand that. You know, it was cool at first, but when you wake up and realize you're not getting nowhere, you're not going anywhere, you're going backwards, you're not going forward. You need to make a change. You know, there are some very intelligent people on this app. And sometimes I scratch my head and ask myself, why are these people here? They got educations, they got college degrees. Some of them say they got good jobs. Some of them claim to be lawyers, doctors, or police officers, or whatever, professional jobs, but they own this app. Why? I don't get it. I never can figure that out. Why do people, professional people, want to go through this bullshit, this nonsense? What is about this nonsense that a doctor or a lawyer or a police officer is attracted to? I don't understand that. I really don't. You know, I really don't. It's kind of like I'm sitting here right now having this discussion with y'all. I got 11 people in the room. But If I had did what I was planning on doing last week before I thought about it, I probably have 60, 70, 80 people in the room. And that's one reason why I thought about it, because it's like, I don't want people to come here just for the drama. I don't want people to come here just because we are fighting amongst ourselves as usual. If you're going to come here because you want to listen to what I have to say without the drama. You know, that's the part I want you to understand. I listened to this guy, and I'm gonna call his name. This is not no drama or beef, but Child Folks TV. I listened to this dude on December 31st, right? And he was talking about going into the new year and dropping all the baggage, pretty much healing everybody, getting rid of all the beef. And you know how long that lasted? Because when I heard what he said about me, there was like, I think 3 days into the new year, I believe. I think it was 3 days into the new year when I heard that. So that shit lasted 2 days. 2 days. You know why it lasted 2 days? The only way he can survive on this app is to create drama and beef. So when these people tell you that they don't lie to you, they got moral standards, they're lying to you. They're straight up lying to you. Facts. Hey, King Curl, do you want to come up, man? Because I would like to discuss with you this Cat Williams situation for a minute. So, do you want to come up? If you want to come up, I'll drop the link. Because I know you got you got a wild point of view on that subject. I know you do. But if you want to come, you can come up. Just let me know now, because I'm planning on dipping out in a couple more minutes. But I really enjoyed the conversation. I really have. And I thank everybody for coming through. I thank everybody for coming through. Like I said, this is my first live of the year. There you go, King Kerr. I'm gonna have a little talk with my brother for a minute. Cause I know my brother gonna have me laughing. I really want to hear his point of view from this Cat Williams conversation. What's up, King Girl?
What up, though, Carl?
I don't know it, man. I don't know it.
Long time no see, my
Yeah,
brother.
it's been a minute, man. Been a minute.
Yeah, you
Been a
caught me
minute.
at a good time, though.
I'm glad I caught you, brother, because I want to hear your input on this Cat Williams.
Oh, you
Because
know I'm gonna give you.
I feel like having a very productive argument right about now.
You know I'm gonna give you another perspective to look at. You know that.
Go right ahead. So how you feel about it?
See, what you have to understand here, Kong, is that the thing about it is this. Um, what the brother did was set up a honey trap. You dig what I'm saying? I
Uh-huh.
do it. I do it. He set up a honey trap. If you go back and listen to that video, that interview, the people that he criticized, most of the people that he criticized, he also claimed that he liked them at the same time. Now, what I mean by that is this: us as human beings, we only hear what we want to hear. It's like when you was messing around with that girl when you was in school, and your mama say, "Hey, that girl ain't no good for you. You know, you need to leave her alone," and this, that, and the other. And you, you back there in the past. You old school. You know, you don't know nothing about what we doing nowadays. You know what I mean? Then when the shit hit the fan, you saying, "Damn, mama told me. Should have listened to mama." You know what I'm saying? This is one of those type of situations. Now let me break down what I'm saying to you.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
What he did was allow the people that he critiqued, he allowed them to speak up for themselves. See, any type of creator, entertainer should be able to take a criticism without going crazy.
Can I stop you for 1 second? Can I stop you for 1 second though?
Yeah.
I do want to stop you for 1 second because you said criticism.
Yeah.
Right? I don't look at someone calling me a faggot as criticism. I don't look at someone saying that I got fucked in the ass as criticism.
Well, now, see, I'm not speaking on the whole party he spoke on. I'm speaking on the people that he also agreed that he liked them too, like the Aries Spears and the Faison Love. He criticized them for being lazy, being copycatters, but he also said he liked them as well. Now, there were other people that took other shortcuts, he called them, to get ahead. One of those people was Kevin Hart. Now, he didn't just merely call Kevin Hart a faggot. He called him a plant. You know what he mean by that?
Well, what I took it from it, he meant that actually put him down to spy on everybody else.
Well, yeah, something like a plant. Yeah, that's about what it is. But you know, it's a lot more intel than just that. You know, because they already got their eyes. You know, if you got a $1 million some dollar investment in an individual, you got eyes on them all automatically anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing was this. Now you and I both know. He touched on Kevin Hart, and he pointed out how Kevin Hart had things already set up previous to him even setting foot in the industry, right? So when you walk around and you ask around who's a better comedian between Kevin Hart and Cat Williams, is hands down Cat Williams. Every now and again you may get somebody say Kevin Hart, but hands down is Cat Williams. So when you hear Cat Williams do a when you hear what's his name, Kevin Hart do a rebuttal and say it's not my fault that Cat Williams is a drug addict and he messed up his opportunities, you asking yourself, like, what opportunities did he mess up? Because every time he touched the stage, he's funny as shit. Every time you touch the stage, you doing too much. You're not even funny. So
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But stage and TV are two different things. See, having a stage present is one thing, but having that, for instance, I looked at Jerry Seinfeld, right? Now, when I seen Seinfeld, I didn't think that shit was funny. I thought it was stupid funny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Hart is like that. Kevin Hart, he have that TV present to be stupid funny. He might not have a stage present like Cat Williams, but he has that TV stupid funny, like Seinfeld. You know, in that. So you have to understand. See, the way I looked at it, Kevin Hart was more adaptable to Hollywood than Cat Williams was. And that's why Kevin was able to make it in Hollywood and Cat wasn't. And I think Cat was really hating on Kevin because Kevin was able to make it in Hollywood. And I believe Cat was jealous to the fact that he wanted to be Kevin Hart. He wanted that career. So
But what you speak on jealousy though, right?
Right.
The only thing the brother spoke on was that he said one thing and did another.
But that's jealousy coming out though.
Okay, but you associate that with jealousy. I associate that with taking a person's holding a person accountable, just like you just did earlier with ZX.
Right.
When that brother brought something out his mouth that he was gonna do and he did the opposite, you held him accountable for that.
Right.
And I feel like, hey, these brothers are on about the same level. They should be able to hold each other accountable on these things as well.
And I understand that, but I don't think he was just holding him accountable. I think he was trying to out him as being something that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it is to the point where Kevin was able to go to Hollywood and adjust to Hollywood, the ways of Hollywood. I'm not saying Kevin did anything out of the ordinary, as in he put on a dress or he sucked a dick or he got fucked in the ass. I'm not saying none of that. I think he went to learn how to play the game, and he's playing the game according to the Hollywood rules.
And look, that's the same thing Cat Williams is saying.
But Cat can't. But see, Cat can't play no. But see, Cat is insinuating certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And, to the point where when you talk about like putting on a dress, for instance,
to
me personally, I can care less about putting on a dress.
Okay.
And
that's one thing I'm gonna agree with you on too, Con. I do hate the fact where they always make it a black or white thing. Right. When white entertainment been doing the dress thing for just as long, if not way longer, than the black man. So I don't think it's not a black or white thing. It's a Hollywood thing.
I don't mean to cut y'all. Misbehaving, you can come up if you want. But go ahead, King.
Yeah, I don't think it's a color thing. It's a Hollywood thing. Now, the thing is, Kong, see, you're still asleep to the fact at the way these pushers and shakers move in the entertainment industry. See, these one of the conversations that you've been running from me on. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
You've been running from me, Kong.
Right. First of all, I'm not running from you. Second of all, I'm old school. I know
you old school.
All this shit been going on for years.
That's a fact.
This entertainment shit, the way they, like I said, we all know about what they say about the casting couch.
The casting couch. There you go.
That goes back years. That goes back before black people was even allowed into the industry. So this is nothing new. See, this is why I get so pissed sometimes, because black people are acting like this is new. This shit ain't new. This shit been going on for as long as Hollywood been around. This shit been going on.
Well, see, you got to understand though, Kong. It's not new to you and I, but it's a lot of people it is used to, because they used to having smoke blew up their ass. They used to the Disney World type environments when it's far from that.
I ain't seen my boy in a minute. What's up, Classic?
What's up, King?
What up, though, Classic?
Hey, the two kings. What's happening with y'all?
Hey, man, doing what kings do, man. Chopping it up.
Man, I'm just interested, and I like the conversation y'all having. I'm just going to wait my turn.
I appreciate it. You're more than happy to join.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit been going on forever. But see, what gets me is we black people, we're acting like it's brand new, like it just started yesterday. And don't get me wrong, some of those cats might be doing some things to get these parts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe all these guys are doing things to get parts. You know what I'm saying? I think Kevin Hart, he went to Hollywood, he learned the game, and he just playing the game better than Cat Williams. See, Cat Williams is a street nigga. See, and it's like the old saying goes, you can take a nigga out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the nigga. That's Cat Williams. And that's why he didn't make it in Hollywood like Kevin Hart. That's my opinion.
Okay. Hold 1 second then. Before I get off into my next point, let's look at two things before I make my next point. And I need both of y'all to chime in on this one. We got Kevin Hart's first movie in Hollywood, and we got Money Mike first movie in Hollywood. Who was the best?
Now,
Money Mike.
Carl?
I'm not familiar with Money Mike. I might.
Cat Williams.
Who?
Cat Williams.
Oh, that's Money Mike. Oh,
Who first movie was the best, Carl?
let me say this right here. Cat Williams is a better entertainer than Kevin Hart.
So
He's
you
a better
agree?
actor too.
So you agree with me and Classic, right? You agree with us, right?
Yeah, I do agree. I agree.
Okay, now check it out. There go the point I'm trying to make here. So you telling me, Kong, and I really need y'all to be honest about this. Ted Cruz, who was Big Damon, right? And Money Mike was approached by big Hollywood executives on sucking on them in front of their wives, in front of their people and everything. And you telling me that Kevin Hart didn't get approached the same way?
I'm gonna play this right here. I don't believe everything I hear. I really don't.
Come on. Kong, you can't get out of this one, brother.
No. Seriously, I can't believe everything. This is the reason why. This is
Mm-hmm.
the reason why. Now, you said something to the fact that that person said it in front of that person's family, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't see that happening.
Ooh.
I really don't. I don't.
Ooh.
Now, if you would say, well, he said it when it was alone, I can.
It was said when they was alone too, but it was so aggressive that the conversation continued in front of people who didn't have nothing to do with the conversation.
Well, the reason why I say I don't believe that right there, because it's to the point where most people are not going to take a chance of putting that out there in front of someone else. I just can't.
I agree with you, Kong, but see, you have to understand. I agree with you, Kong, but you got to understand these people were doing this for tens of years and nothing never happened to them. So their balls were bigger than their heads.
But I'm asking you a question. Do you understand the reason why they've been doing this for years? They were doing it for years because they were doing it in private. They wasn't doing it around people.
You really need to go retrospect those women that came out and those other men. A lot of these things, Kong, was getting done in front of everybody. That's why they was asking the question, why didn't he speak up? Why didn't he speak up? Why didn't he speak up? It was fear. The same thing that happened to them boys at Penn State, Kong. Why didn't them other boys speak up? They did speak up.
Hi, King.
So, hey, Tanya, how you doing? They did speak up, and those sheriffs buried their complaints. Buried them.
I hear you.
Go ahead, Class. Go ahead, Class.
No, like that whole situation right there. My thing is this, Calm. Real talk. You might disagree with me, but this is just my opinion. I don't think Cat Williams is lying on these people. Like,
I'm not gonna say he's lying.
no, what I'm saying, but yeah. Hold on, Calm. What's his name? Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Cat Williams not the only person that said this motherfucker been caught in strange rooms. I'm not saying that he actually bent over just to get what he need, but he bent over to get what he want.
So let me ask you a question then. Ask both of y'all a question. Do y'all think Ludacris did what he said he did?
Hey,
man, come on. That
I'm just saying.
Hey, Kong, man. That Cat Williams ain't lying.
Listen, the thing is this, Kong. If people came on here right now, Kong, and said King Curl is a killer, he was a murderer of children, this, that, and the other, do you think that King Curl would even reply to something like that? Do you think I would even Hey, Kong, I wouldn't even dust off my beard to something like that. You hear me? But see, when these people jumped out and started responding, that's why I was telling you about that honey trap, Kong King. When they just start coming off and responding and the victim role and pointing the finger and he jealous, this is when I said, oh, they telling on themselves because the truth ain't got it. You ain't got to defend no. Listen, a lie is the only thing that has to be defended.
Facts.
The truth ain't got to be defended.
Facts.
So when I start seeing them come out the woodwork talking about oh, he just said that. I don't know why he said that. And he must have, I don't know what I did wrong to him. Listen, dog, it was a whole trap. It was a whole honey trap, man.
This is my thing.
Hey, real talk, Con. They was meant to be there.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
think
but
Sorry, Tanya.
This is my thing. I use myself. I judge it from my own point of view, as in I put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. From
yeah, I think
put myself there. So it's to the point where it's like, would I accuse King Curl?
Man, don't put yourself in a situation to be bent over, Con.
No, what I'm saying is, if I didn't see King Curl commit a murder, I can't call him a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
If I seen Classic if Classic being accused of stealing something, and he hasn't been found guilty of it, if I didn't see it, I can't say you stole it. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense,
I got less charge than you, King.
They can't Williams see these people in that position.
Yeah.
You can insinuate certain things, but did you actually see these people in that position?
Go ahead, Tanya. Chime in, Tanya.
Yeah, I think I don't know what made them start. I think Cat Williams had to get something off his chest. Really,
The truth.
the only funny thing I saw Cat Williams do was he did Judge Mo Dollars on the on those who's that guy who's married to Mariah Carey. He did that. Those
I
Nick
know what you're
Cannon.
talking about.
Nick Cannon.
I saw the new version of The Color
Who
Purple.
was married to her? Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. I saw the new version of The Color Purple, and can I just say, when I just saw that, when I first saw it, the movie stopped right in the middle of it, and they had to rewind the movie again.
Did they have a man dressed up in a dress on there?
No.
No.
Hey, we talk. Hey, man, I dig what you said. My bad, Miss Hicks. But the truth of the matter is, Cat Williams told the truth on a group of motherfucking fanboys.
I'm sure he did. DMX said something about the industry too, and look what happened to DMX, man.
But
that's a fact. That's a fact, Tanya. That's a fact.
Yep. Yeah, he said the industry. And you know what, when I heard DMX said that, I said to myself, there's some people going to say about the industry too. Cat Williams was one of them. I think in the industry, you got to do what they got to do. If you want to make it in the industry, you got to sell yourself to the devil. That's all.
Hey, Miss Hicks, do you think Cat Williams is wrong?
I don't know. I'm not in the industry, but he probably said some truth to what he said. It wouldn't surprise me.
There's a little truth to everything someone says, but at the same time, how much truth is it? You know what I'm saying? So to the point where I don't think Cat knows what he's saying totally. You know what I'm saying? But my thing also
you can't believe that, King. You can't believe that.
But
I hope you don't even think that.
I think Cat is upset because he wasn't able to make it the way he thought he was going to make it.
Well, make it like Eddie Murphy.
I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one, Tom. I think right now, as we live and breathe, that he's a very successful man.
Fact.
He's on his 19th. Hey, Tom, he's on his 19th 100 city tour.
I'm not gonna argue about that. I'm not gonna argue with that point. He is very successful at what he does, but I think it could have been better though. I think he could have been a Kevin Hart.
In my opinion, Kong, he and what's his name, Dave Chappelle, they in battle for King of Comedy.
Do you
Well,
think Steve
I,
Harvey could?
I, I don't know if David even on cat level on that stand up tip.
The only person I
No,
thought was funny.
are you serious?
May I
On
say
stand up,
They
King,
got
King,
hey
King, King,
hey
Curl,
King
King
Curl.
Curl,
They got
King
they
Curl.
got two type
Are you
of
smoking?
humor, two different types of humor.
Are you smoking?
May I say something? I think the funny people were Steve Harvey. Bernie Mac was funny as heck.
Oh yeah, she lost. She lost.
Bernie
You don't
Mac,
know what's going
Bernie
on.
Mac for sure.
You don't
Yeah,
know what's going on, Miss Six.
yeah. Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Hugh, D.L. Hughley, and Cedric the Entertainer. So
Oh, you speaking on the kings of comedy?
I don't want to
yeah,
get too far. I don't want to get too far down another
I'm not
rabbit
even gonna
hole.
get
So
it even indulge in that.
let's go back. Let's go back to the Cat Williams situation. But
okay,
Okay,
okay.
Cat, honestly, like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from
Miss
him.
Six, I think you in the wrong conversation.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from Cat when it comes
No
to
disrespect, man. You don't
his.
know what's going on. You interrupted, but you don't know what's going on.
Hold on, class. Cat, I'm not taking nothing away from him when it comes to his comedy shows. He's the best.
okay,
He's one of the best out there, if not the
okay.
best. So
Yeah,
I'm not taking away from him. But I think Cat is jealous because he wanted that Kevin Hart's money. You got to realize
Hell, you already got that.
the money that Kevin Hart is making
This
is
nigga
different
told
money
you, hey,
that Cat
King,
Williams
King
is making.
Kurt, come. This man told you that he turned down 50 million 4 times. You think he worried about Kevin Hart money?
I think it's jealousy. It's
yeah.
jealousy.
Can I say something? May I say something? I think Cat Williams is mad because he sees Kevin Hart on those Chase commercials all the time,
Man, y'all wild.
and
Hold on, Tanya. Hold on, Tanya.
Y'all
Hold on,
wild.
Tanya. Nah, I'm not saying all that.
Okay,
But
okay.
but
Let me chime in.
This promotion.
Let's rewind, y'all. Let's rewind. Let's go back to when Cat Williams first started coming off the wall with what he was seeing in these private parties. See, this is when Cat Williams decided to say no to Hollywood, Kong King, because there is no going into Hollywood telling the secrets that goes on in Hollywood. So this was Cat Williams' way of letting Hollywood know, oh no, I'm not going. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not going. Remember, he spoke on the fact what he was seeing. He was seeing Inspector, some of the movie stars in the room with each other, with all the boys, and doing stuff that he wasn't into. Remember that?
yeah, like I said, this is coming from Cat perspective, though.
Hold up. That all I'm trying to speak on. I'm just trying to give you a direction to look in.
Right.
And I want to give y'all one after you get done,
So
King.
check this out. Remember, he gave us that point of view, right?
Mhm.
From that point on, his stock didn't go up, Kong King. It went down. It went down because he was telling the secrets of Hollywood, which ain't no secret if you're in Hollywood. It's only a secret to us dum-dums that put our money
you're smart,
and
King
pay
Pearl.
for these people's entertainment.
You're
You,
smart,
you
King
dig what I'm
Pearl.
saying?
You're smart, King Pearl.
I'm just observing. I'm just trying to show Kong another way to observe it because, like he said, we don't know. We're not there.
No, we're
So
not
it
there.
ain't like we can pinpoint things, but we can pinpoint when the action started going on as far as him start falling away from Hollywood. And it was when he did that stand up in Atlanta when he was telling those secrets. His stock went down. Kevin Hart's stock went up.
No, Cat Williams stock didn't go there. Not at
As far
all.
as Hollywood is concerned, yeah, it did.
But he wasn't dealing with Hollywood.
He didn't
If
want
he,
to. He was
no,
letting them
listen
know he
to
didn't
me.
want to.
I understand that part, King. But what I'm saying is, most of his shit is independent. He put his own money up to do what he do.
Right,
That's why he in a
right,
position now to talk the shit he talk. He don't need them to get a job.
right.
He creates the job.
May I say something before I go?
What's
I
up,
just
Tanya?
like to say this, look what happened to Monique when she started doing stuff, and look at her. She ain't been on much of anything these days. But I say Cat Williams has had to say some truth to Shannon Sharp, just to say what was on his mind. And he was doing like what DMX tried to do with the industry that they want you to do this
Shannon
and the other
Sharp is
thing.
a bozo.
I don't like. I don't. Who do you like better,
Yeah,
Shannon Sharp or
well,
or? you know, he was on and everybody else. But I just say, if Hollywood is a dangerous business, you got to walk and chew gum with these people. If you don't walk and chew gum with these people, you're not going to get nowhere.
That's a fact.
Now,
I'd rather do stuff on my own than having to walk and chew gum with some of these higher up people.
But
That's right.
sometimes you got to, Miss
That's right.
Hicks. You got to
No, I
chew
don't.
gum and walk with these
I don't want
people.
to walk and chew gum. If I walk and chew gum, I want
Sometimes,
to do it for the right reasons, not for anybody else's benefit.
man, my reasons is I'm gonna walk and chew gum
Dig
with
that, Miss
you.
Hicks.
Hey,
Now,
Miss Hicks.
thank you,
Hey,
King Carl.
Classic Lights gonna walk and chew gum with these people just to get the information that I need and then spit that gum out. Hey, I see you some other time,
You're
player.
like the secret agent, then, class.
another way. I'm gonna flip this another way. Now
I see
you
y'all
said
later. Thank
All
you.
right, Miss Hicks. Thanks for coming through.
Thank y'all. I just like to say,
Man, thank
you
you
know
for
what?
interrupting.
The Hollywood is like the drug dealer. You don't have to worry about the drug dealer around the corner. The Hollywood's a drug dealer. The more you want it, the more you want it, and you try to get hooked off of it. You got to go to Hollywood rehab.
Yeah, good. Hey, for sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank
But
you.
I'm gonna flip this on you, King Curl. Now you said Cat didn't want Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And so he started telling, right? That's why he didn't want to go to Hollywood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's flip that.
Okay.
What if Hollywood didn't want Cat?
Man, you can't agree to that, King Curry.
Let's flip it now. What
What
if
you-
Hollywood didn't want Cat, and Cat just started telling me because he was upset because Hollywood didn't want him? They
It was a King, a Kong King. It was kind of a little bit of both. It was kind of a little bit of both.
Well, it's like me and you robbing the bank, right? Me and you go rob the bank. No one knows we robbed the bank, but then you get upset because I ain't share no money. I ain't give you a 50-50 cut. I gave you some, but not the whole thing. So then you go and snitch on me.
No. Think of it like this, Kong King. A lot of those people that work in Hollywood, they like being deceptive. They don't want nobody around them that's gonna tell all their business.
Oh, but no, you missed my point. You missed my point. This is my point.
Uh-huh.
No, like I told you before, this shit been going on in Hollywood
Forever.
This is nothing new. So my thing is, Cat Williams knew this shit already when he stepped foot into Hollywood. All right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he did anything. This is my opinion only. But maybe Cat did something, and he still was rejected. So now, all of a sudden, since he's been rejected, he's gonna tell. He's gonna tell everything, but he's not gonna tell what he did though, because you gotta realize when you go to Hollywood, you already know the deal already. You already know what it gives. You already know this. Everybody, I'm not in Hollywood, and I know what it gives. Just by growing up and listening to this shit for years. So I'm pretty sure Cat was aware of how Hollywood was when he stepped foot into Hollywood. They kind of like these rappers and these musicians.
But see, Kong, I gotta pop you one time, man.
Go ahead.
See, when you step into Hollywood and you make those indecent proposals and things like that, they record you, man. They record you. They record everything you do, just in case you get absent-minded, to have over your head to show all your people who you pretending you're not gay or you're not this or that in front of. They record you.
I haven't seen no videos. I haven't seen.
Hey, listen, you got to watch where you're looking at. And I haven't seen a lot of videos because I don't want to see them.
Well,
but
it's not like I'm looking for them, but I'm like, if you accuse someone of doing something, why not show the video? Why not show the recording?
He got him. He got him.
But show it. That's my point. Show it.
But see, you can't put all your eggs in one bunch. You can't put all your bullets in one clip. You can't do that.
When you go to, if you know what Hollywood gives before you get to Hollywood, and you go out there and you get rejected for whatever reason, why wait? Why wait to tell when you get rejected?
No, see, Kong, you only hearing what you want to hear.
No, he went to Hollywood.
Who got rejected? Hey, Kong, who got rejected?
He told on Epstein before the Epstein information even came out. He got blackballed way before the Me Too movement.
They didn't blackball him because of Harvey.
Yeah, they did.
So y'all talking about Cat Williams. Who got
Yeah,
rejected?
they blackballed him, Kong.
Cat Williams got rejected. Kevin was right.
By who?
That's what
How?
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Cat
Man, both
Williams.
of y'all wrong. Hey, King, both kings. Hey,
What's that?
both. I would say respectfully, you are wrong. This dude, independent. After that Friday, it already boosted his shit, put him out there to the world, to the masses, for everybody to look at him as a legit comedian. Who is this nigga Cat Williams? Did they research homework? You know, like your homeboy do, King Curl. See,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm,
They did their homework. This nigga do comedy. He's a comedian. And then
mhm.
he started doing his own specials. I know y'all heard about him telling the world he do his own shit.
Yeah, he
He don't
put his stuff on.
But Cat
right.
he wanted into the movies too.
Hey, King, come on.
Until he, until
Come King.
you right, Kong King. Until he realized what had to be done.
That motherfucker independent and
Yeah,
been
I did.
making
I
he been making millions upon millions.
Oh, he getting it. He getting it.
Right, but the way Tom King putting him out there, it's like he need Hollywood help and they dismissed
No,
him.
no. What I'm saying is what I'm saying is before he really got big on the stage, he was trying to get into Hollywood, into the films, like we did Friday.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Yeah, come on. It was
You said that. He didn't say that.
He was trying to.
He said it too. He said it on that interview too. Classic. He said it.
No,
Remember
he
he
didn't
called
say.
out Steve Harvey about the same thing on that interview. Remember?
That's why
No, I
that's why
watched
he was
that
calling out
interview
Kevin
like a
Hart.
million times now within 3 or 4 days.
But that's why he was calling out Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart took some parts that
No,
he
he
was
talking about all those fake ass comedians, the ones that steal jokes and need somebody else to write their jokes. That's who he's talking about. And he talking about Steve Harvey, bald
Cat
head,
put out his jokes
his
with
almost
Mark Thurlow.
George Jefferson look calm. Yeah, he was talking about that shit.
No.
Oh, y'all really ain't gonna like what I'm about to get ready to say now.
Man,
I entertained y'all argument long enough. You know I got to be the devil's advocate around here, right?
So, Lady Steele, you think he was being honest?
Not only do I think he was being honest, not only do I think it was a lot of truth in what a lot of these people saying, but here go the tough part, Kong, right here. All of it is script, man. All these niggas, when you see them with that camera on or that microphone on, they working, man. They're distracting. They're distracting us. They're distracting us right now because some shit about to get ready and go down, Kong King. I'm pretty sure you can feel it in your bones that we being distracted for a reason. I'm pretty sure you can feel it.
What are we being distracted from? Distracted from?
Do you remember Operation Jade Ham?
What the hell is that?
You don't remember that back in 2014, Kong?
Nah, what is that?
When the Russian soldiers was over here, the Ukrainian soldiers was over here practicing.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. This was y'all go on Google, y'all go on YouTube and type up Operation Jade Ham. Now, what they was doing was they was over here practicing in rural communities in the South for a supposed practicing just in case some type of war break out in the cities.
Come on, King Girl. Come on. We're not finna go down this rabbit hole. I know now. Come on.
Oh no. This you can type it up right now. Operation Jade Ham. And I'm surprised, Kong King, you ex-military or you are military and you don't know nothing about Operation Jade Ham.
To me right now, that sounds like some conspiracy theory shit.
Oh no, man. This was live and right here in our face. A lot of people were standing up and complaining about it and going to the authorities.
I'm gonna redirect you back to the conversation. Now, you think that this Cat Williams interview is a distraction from that?
It's a no. That's just one of the things it's a distraction for. You familiar with what the fake war that's happening over there in Ukraine and Israel and all that, right?
Let's get back to this Cat Williams thing. I'm not even going in that
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
rabbit hole.
You familiar with that though, right?
Yeah, but
All of that stuff is tied in with each other. All of that stuff is to throw you off balance, man. See, some people, check it out, Calm. Some people is distracted by that, and some people don't care about that. So you got to distract other people by stuff that really don't mean nothing. Like what we talking about right now, man wearing a dress.
All right, so King, let me put this like this right here. Now you saying that Cat Williams interview could be one of those distractions from all these other things, right? From this other thing, right?
All of it go hand in hand.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Who cares? No, well, let me rephrase this. No,
Come on.
say this. Who cares? Who looked at that Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview? Who do you think was the predominant audience to that interview?
Everybody.
So you think
27 million views in less than 3 days.
Hold on. So you think a lot of powerful white people,
Yes,
politicians,
watch that shit.
watch that shit?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
We're gonna disagree with that, and this is
What you mean we gonna disagree with that?
and this is what I'm gonna say about that. This is what I'm saying about that.
Come on.
Now, when you talk about Ukraine, you talk about Israel. Now, I know Israel, a lot of cross races is interested in that story. But when it comes to Ukraine, a lot of black people don't care about that story.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
No. How is that a fact? You can't speak for everybody.
He just said a lot. He ain't speak for everybody.
But classic,
Pretty much.
Classic, you different because you watch world events. A lot of black people don't watch world events like you. So when I say a lot of black people don't care about Ukraine, not all, but a lot don't. So black people not being distracted from Ukraine because they don't care about Ukraine already.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then this other thing you're talking about that happened back in 2014, I don't think black people care about that either.
That goes into what do you mean by they don't care about that?
They don't care. They're not interested in stuff like that. They're
Why
not
not?
Me and you, they're not like me and you, classic, who follows politics, who sees what goes on in the world.
Man, Con, I believe you give me a backhanded compliment.
I'm just being honest.
Well, I'm gonna say you're wrong about that. I agree with you to a certain extent.
Thank you.
But see, the thing, it ain't about black people really caring about it. A lot of black people know it's bullshit.
One second. Cat distracted me from learning about the mall aliens, which is another distraction. Now,
there you go.
Now, ladies, are you being serious or are you just joking here? I'm a little lost with that.
There you go. That's another way they can do it. Like a lot of people were so freaked out about the alien shit, and here come Cat and them with that distraction.
But that message has already been put out there.
All of it go hand in hand, y'all. All of it goes hand in hand.
So what I'm gathering from this conversation is my two brothers are telling me that majority of black motherfuckers, y'all niggas are lost. Y'all way behind. Y'all don't have an understanding of some shit that's in front of y'all face.
Now you understand, classic, why I say don't call me black. Don't call me no color. I'm a man.
I know a nigga. I know. I know somebody in a homeless shelter right now don't want to be called black, and they treat him like he's black.
But when it comes to world events, and things outside of the black community, a lot of black people don't care. They don't care.
So check this out. Check this out, brothers. And I'm glad Kong King is on that tip he on right now, because it's an example of why I don't let nobody categorize me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have programmed melanated man to be more racial and racist towards his own melanation than any other people on the earth.
No. Hold on. Back up. Break that down for a second. Break that down.
Okay. Kong is your example of your new age Uncle Ruckus.
Now, I'm gonna say this right here. Just because, hold on, just because I'm telling the truth. Oh, just because I'm telling the truth about world events and things that's
Oh
happening in the
boy.
community. All right, I'm telling you this right here. All right, when I watch videos in the black genre,
Yeah.
when I watch things like Tariq Nasheed, when I
Yeah.
watch things like Umar Johnson, when I'm on Twitter, social media, I'm watching certain things. They're not talking about world events. They're not talking about Ukraine. They're
Yeah,
not talking,
go ahead, my
they're not
bad.
talking about that shit you talking about that happened back in 2014. They're not even talking about politics half the time that goes on in this country that affects them.
They're talking
So
about distraction.
so why would I be an Uncle Ruckus because I'm telling the truth?
Because they talking about distraction, Kong. They talking about anything to catch your attention to get it off of what the fuck really going on in the real world.
But the thing about the real world is distraction from what though? I'm not distracted from
I'm
nothing.
creating these laws to keep your fucking people away from my people. I'm creating these laws to keep your mouth shut when my people do some fuck shit. We up here about to have to get in these man-made submarines that they think they can defeat God. Yeah, you know
But see,
the
that's a
earth. Hey, the
that's a
earth gotta renew itself.
but,
Come,
but see the thing about that is though, to me
it's time for
personally,
the earth to renew itself. Come.
but my thing is just because I don't believe in conspiracy theories, don't mean I'm being distracted. I just don't believe in conspiracy
You
theories.
can't tell me that there's a big ass body of water that's more massive than land, and it doesn't decide to show land, hey, I'm really the bully. You can't tell me that shit never happened. Because if you look at the pieces of each continent, don't it look like puzzle pieces to you?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah, it does.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
So I
Every
can agree with
now and
that.
then, when whatever's on land think they doing some shit, like God said in His Word, there's nothing new under the sun.
But see here
Fact.
though, just because I don't believe in certain things being
Come on,
real
Carl.
doesn't mean I'm standing against something. I don't have a problem with that.
Hey
But
Kong, I got
I'm gonna let King Curl. I'm gonna let King Curl tell me why I'm Uncle Ruckus. Go ahead.
well, it's a lot of the statements you make.
All right, go ahead.
Like
Tell me what you got.
for instance, you said that when it comes to innocent people losing their lives overseas, that black people is not don't care nothing about that, and that's the truth. But that's also the truth about a lot of white people. A
So
lot.
let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question, King Curl. In your environment, in your community,
Mhm.
are they talking about Ukraine?
Yeah, you know I'm in Detroit, right?
So no. I'm saying, all right. Let
You
me
don't believe most
let,
black people indulge in that
let me
shit.
put this another way. Let me
Yeah.
put this another way. When you go to the inner city of Detroit,
Uh huh.
are they talking about Ukraine?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
So if you had to put a percentage to it, what would be that percentage?
Come on, you man, you crazy, man. I
No,
think
I'm
you
just being
Uncle
honest.
Ruckus for real.
No, I'm just being honest.
No,
I would.
you're not. You don't believe most people that don't have it like that or are
All right.
not rich. They
All right.
not
I'm gonna
paying
tell you.
attention to
All right. So
politics and with the and war
from
and
my
world
point of view.
events.
I'm gonna tell you from my point of view. I work with majority of black people in my department, right?
Yeah.
Trust me. When I said black people don't care about Ukraine, they don't care about Ukraine.
So so
There's probably 2 or 3 people
so why do
out of
they believe
50,
in the Democratic Party,
out of
Come?
50 who's talking about Ukraine.
Why do they believe in the Democratic Party, Come?
What you mean?
You saying they don't believe in anything about Ukraine when they voted for a
Do you
fucking
realize that?
president? The reason
Do you
why
realize?
Ukraine
Do you
receiving
realize?
a whole bunch of
I'm glad you
equipment
said
and
that.
shit.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Classic. Do you realize a very small percentage of black people actually participate in
Man, no
democracy.
change. You moving the
Oh,
goalpost now.
you brought
You
it
moving
up.
the
You brought it
goalpost
up.
now. Hey,
Oh, you brought
Curl,
this
this
up.
nigga moving the goalpost now.
No, I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm just
Brought
giving
up
you
Democrats
an
and shit.
example.
He ain't answering today.
But
He's
check
saying, no, this man just told you that black people in America don't really fuck with politics and what the fuck going on with world
They
events.
don't.
And
yeah.
then when I brought up the Democrats, he gave you his statistics and shit.
No,
Yeah.
Listen to
I
him.
didn't. Only thing I said was a very small percentage of black people vote.
But check it out.
Hell, why Biden in office? If only a small percentage of black people vote come, why is Biden in office?
It's not because of black people.
The hell if it ain't?
So what are you saying? What are you saying, Kong? You talking conspiracy shit?
All right, look, no. Look.
Yeah,
This,
yeah.
hold on. There is probably 38 million black people in this country, according to the stats. Okay, so 38 million people.
Yeah.
Probably 2 or 3 million of those people actually vote.
Man, you wild, bro. You walk with ruckus for
I'm just
real.
saying. All right, look it up. Look it up. Don't believe me? Look it up.
What you
Nah.
mean look it up?
A very small
Mostly black
percentage of
votes.
black
Hey,
people.
Tom, peep game, the people
Very
that you
small
kissing
percentage of
ass,
black
the
people
liberals,
actually participate in voting.
during that election with Biden and shit, a majority of black folks that vote didn't even get counted. What are you talking about?
Oh God.
Your people, the people that you subscribe to, the Democratic Party, the liberals.
Only thing I'm saying is black people do not participate in democracy the way you think they do.
But
But that wasn't
That's
your,
the truth.
that wasn't your question though. You
What was
wasn't
the
asking
question?
about voters.
What was the question again?
I don't remember exactly now, but
uh,
I can tell you.
the question was, you asked, did in the city where I'm at, is
Yeah.
that
You're right.
discussed?
And I actually put a percentage to it.
Well,
Put a
you got
percentage.
to remember, I'm here. I'm in a Super Bowl. Uh, the Palestinians, the Polish. I'm in Detroit. So bracket, you got a lot of circles that talk about these type of things. You feel what? Some loud chopping in the background. As you,
What I'm saying is, and I'm not hating on black people when I say this. I'm just being honest. That's all. I'm just being honest. I'm
but
not hating on black people when I say this.
when
I'm
you
just being honest.
sing, you
Reality.
like Uncle Ruckus,
No, that's just reality. I'm not making shit up. It's just reality, man.
and,
I'm
and,
asking a question. All right. Hold on. King Curl. Now, I already know the answer to this.
My bad, man. Get that
From our
chop
last
in.
conversation, I think I know the answer to this already. And I'm not trying to switch the subject up, but I'm going to ask you one question. Do you vote? You can answer yes or no. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I'm gonna do better than that. Hell no.
All right, thank you. That's
But it's not.
now, do you know how many brothers have that same mentality that you have when it comes to voting?
Ask me why I don't vote.
Why?
Well, it ain't because I don't care. I don't vote because it's all rigged.
All right, now you don't vote because you think it's rigged.
I don't think
so. But you listen to things about Ukraine. You listen to things about Israel. You listen to all these world events, right?
I don't believe none of the stuff but I listen to it. Yeah.
Hey, Con, do you believe the Democrat gonna win the next election?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I hear you.
And black people don't vote for Biden this time. But
vote for a man that does nothing for the black community of America.
Obama.
That one too. That one too.
These two right here, I'm gonna ignore them for a minute.
You can't. Hey, what has Biden done for? Hey, what has Biden done for black people since he's been president?
The same thing President Obama did. Nothing.
Facts. Facts. Hey, Obama gave niggas free health care, free cell phones, and a stimulus package, and told him the rest of us to kiss his ass. That's all he did.
Look, those free cell phones, that's just to make it easy to track you and
There you
violate your personal your
Oh,
civil that's all that is.
on one of
They
uh,
well,
they they,
so
they give it.
Hey,
let me.
but hey, I don't want to get off of that though. But Pete Game though, King Kong, what has Joe Biden done for black folks since he been president?
Let's
get
see.
crack pipes.
Let's see. We have. Well, I don't say
Okay.
we. He has created a lot of jobs in the black community.
That's a damn lie.
A lot of jobs.
Trump did
A lot
that.
of jobs.
Trump
A lot
did
of
that.
jobs. That interface.
No, Trump didn't do it, and neither did Biden.
That's a lie. Donald Trump has created multiple jobs. That's why we had no conflict with any other country while Trump was in presidency.
Let me ask you a question.
No,
Do
no,
you remember?
no, no. Don't let me get in
Do
my
you
bag
remember
and tell
when?
the truth to this lady.
Do you remember when they went into
Oh,
Syria and they went into our Iraq?
I'll
Do
be
you
back.
remember that?
I'll be back.
Hold on. Repeat that, Con.
Do you remember when they went into Iraq?
Remember when who? Bush?
No, Trump.
I remember when Bush went into Iraq.
You don't remember when they killed that Iranian general
What's his
in
name?
Iraq?
What's his name?
I think it's Soleimani, some shit like that.
Was he in Iraq?
Huh?
Was he in Iraq?
He was in Iraq.
Iranians don't like United States, so why wouldn't they kill him?
No, this right here is a
We would not
Big
negotiate
Chief,
with
don't do that, Big
terrorists.
Chief. Big Chief, don't do that, Big Chief. But anyway, he was killed in Iraq by America, and then
Yeah,
they went into
salute to
Syria.
America.
They went into Syria, and there was a little conflict in Syria also. So don't sit here and say that Trump did not use the military when he was in office, because he
I
did.
never even brought the military up. You did.
I don't know. You the one that said there was no conflicts when Trump was in office.
That's
I'm gonna
because you
call
brought
you
the
right now.
conversation up. Well, I did. There
As a
was
matter of
no
fact,
conflict. It was
as a
no.
matter of
Hey,
fact,
hold on, Con. You right. You right. I did say that. But when my meaning of this, it doesn't have to be war just because you had conflict with someone.
did he end a
I'm just
war?
speaking of it as a
Did
whole.
he end a war?
Huh?
Did he end a war?
Did who end the war?
Trump.
I'm not sure if he ended the war or not, but I know this.
No, he didn't.
Well,
No, he
even if
didn't.
okay, but did Bush end the war?
No, it
Biden
was
did.
President Obama.
Did Obama end the war?
Biden did.
No, no. When? What war
It
did
was
he end?
President Obama. I
What war? What
disagree.
war did he end?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan wasn't a fucking war. They don't have a military. They got people with guns on them that's going around with missiles and other shit that's
He
shooting.
brought
They
people
don't.
home.
That's
He
not a
brought
war.
people home.
That's
But he
not a
brought
war.
people.
That's a
So,
battle. That's a
misbehaving.
battle.
Let me ask misbehaving a question right now. So, where do you stand at misbehaving?
As far as what?
As in politics, as in
I do vote, but they have to earn my vote this time because Bush and not Bush, my apologies, Biden and Donald Trump are two sides of the same coin.
okay, I got you.
Okay.
Biden puts on like a
No, Biden
California.
tell.
Hold on,
My
classic
bad.
brother,
My bad.
sir.
My bad. My
Yes.
bad. My bad. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, thank you, and hello everyone. See, Biden is like our clear people here in California. They're nasty with it, but they do it with a smile. That's
Fact.
how Joseph Biden is. Trump
Facts.
is like the southern melon deficient people. It's in your face. All they're
Mhm.
doing is playing games, passing it back and forth.
Can I
Truth
add
be
on to
told,
you, please? Can I add
hold
on to
on,
you?
let me just close this out right quick. According to the Office of Minority Health, in 2021, there were only 40.1 million African Americans slash blacks in the United States of America. There is no reason why, well, I can't speak for everybody else like I've been telling people on my little channel. I can't speak about nobody else for no reparations, but I need to check. There's no need to be saying you have to do research, you need to do a study. There's no money because they sent billions and trillions over to Ukraine. We can get some money. I don't care if it's in a form of I never have to pay state and federal taxes again. I can have free medical dental insurance for me. I don't can go to any college or university for free. Something, it's a debt long overdue. I'm tired of advocating for everybody else until I get what's long overdue. So as
Let me
far
ask you
as
a
my
question.
politics, yes, go ahead. My
No, I'm actually,
apologies.
since you brought up reparations, I'm glad you brought that
Mm-hmm.
up. I'm glad you up here because you like reparations, right? You want reparations.
Mm-hmm. I sure do.
So how do you think you can attain reparations?
What
What
do
do
you
you
mean
mean?
by that?
Well, it's quite simple.
No, hey,
Oh
please,
yeah,
ma'am,
it's quite simple.
let him
Yeah.
answer that question. What do you mean by that?
By what? Say it again.
What you just asked her. What do you mean by that?
Well, the reason I brought that up the reason I worded the way I did, because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people want reparations, but they don't want to
Mm-hmm.
vote for the people who's going to give them reparations. So
There's nobody in Washington that's
that's
for
not true.
us at
That's
all.
not
No,
true.
it's not.
That's not
Not even the
true.
black
That's not
Hey,
true.
politicians are
Carl, you
for us.
That's not
wildin'.
true. That's not true. I'm gonna disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you the
What?
reason why I disagree with that. Do you realize that Bernie Sanders actually had a bill that he wanted to put on the floor for reparations? But this is the thing.
Don't lie, Carl.
No, this is the thing. When black people say they want reparations, 'cause I listen to Tariq and Sheed all the
You
time.
believe your people don't deserve
Oh,
reparation and
hold
every
on.
other?
Well, I'm
Go
gonna get
ahead,
to
go ahead.
that
My
too.
bad, my
I'm
bad.
gonna get to that too.
Man, you
I'm gonna
wildin'.
cover all that. But you're telling black people not to vote, but you're saying you want reparations. So you're kind of killing your argument when you're telling people not to vote.
We've
I
been, we've been,
disagree.
we've
I
been, we've been
disagree.
screwed. We've
Yeah,
been
I
screwed every time
disagree.
we've been told to vote.
And let it be known, the only reason Biden is in the White House is because of us coming out in large droves and voting for him. We have to stop getting on this
FBA,
merry-go-round for people. You need to go ahead and sit back. Let everybody else carry the heavy load, because we're not going to get anything no matter who's up there in office. The
That's
only
not
way
true.
we get something, no, anytime, the only way we will receive something is if every other community benefits from it at the same time. And you ask, how can we get reparations? Quite simple. We don't even have to wait for the politicians. You have the descendants of those slave owners that are multi-billionaires. They got to keep and pass along that generational wealth. That's a debt that's owed. We are the descendants. Pay off that debt. Pay what you owe.
Yeah.
Now, there are some of us that said we'll never get the money. That you can go ahead and pass up on your money, but I'm asking for mine. So
Well,
between the young folks that are dying because they're killing
facts.
off each other, due to the ones that have a substance addiction and they're not paying attention to reality, what's going on around them,
Talk to him.
then you have a portion of our people that feel like, well, I got my own money, I don't need it, and then you have some that don't want reparations at all. I want mine.
Facts.
I
well,
I
don't
want
care what
mine
nobody
too.
else
I
says.
want mine
I want
too.
mine.
I'm
I
gonna tell you
damn
the
sure
truth.
want mine.
I'm gonna make 2 points right quick. First of all, when it comes to reparations, I'm one of the ones who feel like you'll never get reparations. All right. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because you have to understand, you have to vote the right people into office in order to get what you want. All right. Now, you talk about Biden not being able to do anything at this point in time. And the reason why, because you got the House, which is controlled by Republicans, which ain't gonna give you nothing. And then you got the Senate that only have 51, 52 Democrats in it, with reparations, a
So you
reparation
telling the
bill.
people don't
Oh,
mean nothing.
a reparation bill, I think, will take 60 votes.
The people don't
Not,
need nothing.
but you're not gonna
No,
get Republicans to vote for that bill. So
but
this is my thing.
man, that's crazy. You telling me the government actually runs shit when the people run shit?
No, no, no. So when you sit back and think about it,
Jews can get reparation from
if black
America.
people,
We ain't did shit to them.
hold on. So
Japan can get reparation from America, and we ain't do shit to
well,
them. They bombed us.
hold on, classic. What I'm saying is, it's not about Biden. Fuck Biden. It's not
No,
about
no, that's the
Biden.
problem.
It's
No,
about
no,
it's about
Biden
the
in this
House.
shit as well.
It's about the House and about the Senate. That's what it takes to get reparations. Everybody sit here and talk about Biden, 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 Biden. Fuck Biden. He can't give you reparation by himself.
No one said Biden. That's your argument, King.
Oh
No,
man.
Calm.
that's what a lot of people say. When they talk about reparations, they talk about the president, right?
Let
Everybody
me
talk about
tell
the
you
president.
something. I'm sorry. I know this is
No,
your
we
channel,
don't,
Mr.
man.
Cone. I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. I don't want to raise my voice, and this is your channel, and I'm
No, go
sorry. I
ahead.
do apologize.
No,
But
go
look,
ahead.
check this out. They
Raise
were
your
able to
voice, lady.
pass that anti-Asian hate bill within 1 year.
No, it ain't true.
God.
We can't get
Oh,
nothing.
God.
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm tired of seeing African Americans or black folks, and actually Kamala ain't even black.
Oh,
Okay, we ain't seen her do nothing. She only come out for photo ops.
She's not
Miss
The election
FBA.
is getting close.
Misbehaving.
Yes,
Misbehaving.
sir.
Two
Yes.
things I want to say. First of all, there's a
Kong is a
hate
house
crime
nigga.
bill. There's a
What?
hate crime bill on the books for black people.
Yeah. Big
And
bro
we don't
Kong,
even
he'll snitch on you, try to run away from
my
the
thing
field.
is, so my thing is, why add more bill? Why add more laws to the book and you're not going to enforce them? All right, go back to 2009 with James Byrd. They had a hate crime bill named after James Byrd. All right, they don't
I
even
remember
enforce the
him.
bill. Now, number two, you talking about Kamala Harris. I don't know why people have standards for her when everybody knows that the vice president is a dead position, basically. Tell me one vice president did anything while they was in office that mattered. Tell me
Look,
one.
I'm upset at all of them, but her, she's coming in on this HBCU and Ski Wee, aka coming out like we had a black woman there. We know original black women and not these mammy black women. We gonna toe the line and we gonna do whatever we need to uplift and rebuild our
But
community.
why
It's
y'all
too.
holding her why y'all holding her to a different standard than y'all hold any other vice president
No,
to?
I'm not. I'm holding them all to the same. But when it come to my people, I'm tired of letting them slide. Cause see, I got caught up in the hype with President Obama. I was one of those people. I kept when my godmother kept saying he's not doing anything for us. I said, give him time. This is his first time. They're watching him. He has to do things for everybody. Then when he got in his second term, even when he got to the tail end. They can't do nothing to your legacy, man. You could have done something,
So
something for us, and
your
nothing.
grandmother was right. Your grandmother was right on 2 occasions. You were wrong. That motherfucker didn't do shit for us at all. The
I
Democratic Party
think
never do anything for the
I
black
think
community of America at all.
Hold on just a second. Let me say some classic lights, young man. Are you a Generation X or a millennial? Because all this cursing, baby, all
My
this
bad, my bad,
cursing.
my bad, my
I'm
bad.
an elder. I mean, I look young,
I'm,
but
s-
I'm an elder.
well, I understand. My bad, man. My bad.
Okay,
so
all
so
right.
so my thing, this is my thing. I think people need to educate themselves. I'm not hold on. Let me clarify this. I'm not talking about no one on this panel now. I'm not talking about no one on this panel. I'm
No,
talking
I'm not
in general.
offended.
I'm talking in general. Black people need to educate themselves on the way Congress works, the government works, because the president is just his chief executive. There's nothing he can do without Congress. Bottom line. So now you talk about Obama. Now his first 2 years, it was the House and the Senate was in Democrat control while he was president. Now what he did
How
his
is
first two
Biden
years.
able to get away with what he get away with?
Now what he
His
did his
first
first
year.
2 years, what he did the first 2 years was put all his energy into Obamacare. So in 2010, he didn't have the Senate anymore. So then the resources become limited because there's only so much he can do because the Senate is control of the Republicans now.
Hell.
And
And,
Mitch
There's
and Joe
always
Biden, Susie,
McConnell,
and
Mitch
Tom, you
McConnell in
wrong.
2010 made a
You are
statement.
wrong.
His statement was he was going to make Obama a one-term president. So that means that the Senate was dead. He wasn't going to give Obama anything. So y'all have to understand the government works where there is three different
Man,
that need to work
We
together.
understand we
that's crazy.
understand that, Kong.
A
But
lot of
when
people
they had
don't.
control of the House and the Senate, they could have done something then. They know Joe Manchin is one of those old school racists, although he's in it because the Democratic Party got him too. There is nothing, there's always an excuse when it comes to helping us. There's
Facts.
always an excuse.
But
Facts. Hey,
what do you
Con.
want?
Hey, Con.
What do
How
you
is
want?
it that Biden is able to do more than Obama in 4 years than what Obama did in 8 years. How was that?
Yeah.
Because you got to realize the Senate, Joe Biden had the Senate in the House also in his first 2 years in office. He had the House and the Senate, so he was able to pass a lot of bills and a lot of infrastructure bills that hit black people. He did
So
a lot
you
of things that
agree?
black people.
Both parties. Well, they from the same party, but you agree they done nothing for the black community of America. I ain't talking about the minority. I'm talking about foundational black Americans. Because we seem to get looked over. We seem to get
Honestly,
looked over and
I don't
everything.
honestly.
Everything.
Y'all gonna look at me like I'm Uncle Ruckus for real when I say this right here. But
No, go ahead.
Man,
when
King
it comes to
Curl,
the when
yeah,
it
you
comes to
right.
ADOS, FBA, and all these Pan Africans and all that bullshit, I'm not into that shit. Because that shit is the only thing that shit is doing is dividing. Excuse my language, Miss B. I'm sorry about that. The only thing
Well,
that
well, Kong, I'll give a pass to you because you look like you about my age.
well, you must be
Huh?
30. You must be in
I'm
your 30s.
grown. What you telling
Let me
me?
stop.
What on
Let me stop.
Curl?
Let me stop. Let me stop. But no. What I'm saying is, I don't get into those groups, and because the only thing they're doing is dividing us. That's all they're doing, dividing us.
Man, we've been divided before America became America.
Well, they dividing us even more. That's the one thing I'm saying. So
Hey,
But you
check it
wouldn't,
out.
I
but
don't
you
get
wouldn't
into
say that the Democratic Party plays a great role in that, Con?
in dividing us.
Yeah.
How can they play a great role in that when
They the one creating all
I
these
just sit here
laws
and
pretty
told you
much against
I just sit here
black
and told you a
Americans.
lot of black people don't even vote. So how can they divide us? They don't. You
Well,
don't
so
I
know.
what are you
think that's
talking
a I
about?
think
You
that's a misnomer. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's correct. It might be a lot of younger people, but that's not true.
Look at the percentage of
That's not
voting
true.
age. Look at the percentage of voting age black people in this country who actually vote. Look at the percentage, and you tell me, do a lot of black people vote or not?
So you think it's wise to keep doing the same thing? Well, I'm gonna give them
No,
another
no, 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 no,
chance and
no.
vote.
I think it's wise. I think it's wise. If you want reparations, I think it's wise to vote for people who have your best interests. My thing is, I study certain things. Bernie Sanders, Democrats actually want to give you reparations, but the problem is, it's not enough of them to give you reparations.
Well, the problem is they need to put some younger folks down there in Washington. These folks that's been down there for over 10 years, you haven't improved nothing, changed nothing. They need to get on out. Anybody that is currently serving down there in Washington need to be put out. So why waste a vote for any of them when they're not going to do anything to benefit us?
That's not true though. I disagree with that. I really do. I really disagree with that. I think that if you get the right people in the office, if you vote
Mm,
right for your interest, you can get what you want. But the problem is people don't want to vote. It's kind of for in Georgia, for instance. I'm actually in Georgia, Stacey Abrams. Now,
hmm
I'm from Georgia originally. Now, when people got mad at her because she said something about men, black men, which I thought was kind of nonsense, but they rather have someone like Brian Kemp in office who's not going to do anything for you at all. Now, Stacey Abrams, she would have gave you something. She would have helped you. So why not vote for her instead of Brian Kemp? But see, what black people rather do is sit out, don't vote at all. How's that helping you by not voting? Is that
Well,
really?
they came out and voted for Stacey Abrams.
No, they did
Brian
not.
Kemp,
Not, not,
they
not the
stole that
second time they
election
did.
from
The
her.
first time they did, not the second time they did. They didn't vote for her the second time because they got in their feelings about something she said, and they didn't go vote at all. And
Well,
the
they
same
had
thing with
every right. If she said something offensive, what?
it
Look,
wasn't. It wasn't offensive though.
let me tell you this. This is my perspective, my viewpoint. The Democratic Party, they only throw their support behind three types of women, black women. You have to be overweight, a lesbian, or married to a white man. Those are the only three types of black women that the Democratic Party will support.
You actually think that's true? You really think that's true?
Yes, just look at them all.
I don't think that's true. Maybe I tell you what. Tell me one black woman that you want to see succeed in politics. That's not fat, not a lesbian, not married to a white woman, a white man.
Me,
besides yourself?
I'd have to, I'm going to be honest, I would have to research that because most people start off with the right idea, with integrity, and that they're for the people. And when I say people, not just black people, but for everybody. But once they get into office, their whole moral compass changes and they start doing things based off fame or profit. So I'll come back to your hit one of your links again. I'm gonna do my research of what
Yeah.
black woman I would like to see.
But I want you to do me a favor because I'm coming to your channel now because I'm very interested now. But I want to know because I haven't really looked this number up, but I know it's a very low percentage. Look up the number of black people who actually are voting age who actually vote in this country, and I guarantee you won't be surprised that it's very low, very low. And then also it doesn't help when you got people like Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, Phil Scott telling black folk don't vote. That's not helping either. So how can you accomplish anything if you're not voting? Because my
I
thing is,
need
because my thing is Social Security, Medicare, healthcare, period. There's other issues that affect black people. You can't just be stuck on reparations because there's plenty of things that affect us that we need.
which I agree. I agree.
But if you don't vote though, but if you're not voting, you're telling me that you don't care about those things because not you. I'm sorry, not in general.
No, I'm not
If,
taking
if
offense.
Yeah, if you're not voting, that means you don't care about those things. You don't care about Social Security. You don't care about health care. You don't care about Medicare. You don't care about anything outside of reparations. And that's crazy. Because my thing is, when I think about voting, I think about who's going to support my interests. Who's going to make sure my Social Security is secured for myself and for my kids, my grandchild. Who's going to make sure I got good health care? Who's going to do the things I need to take care of me when I get older? And right now, a Republican can't do nothing for me when it comes to those things, but a Democrat can. And that's what I think about. I don't think about reparations. I think about what I'm gonna have in the next, what I need in the next 12 years when I retire.
Well, I'm saying reparations. There are a lot of things that I want, but I definitely want reparations. But this is the first time that honestly I'm not going to vote. I want something in return for my vote. I don't want no promises. That's like a man with bad sex and bad credit telling you, baby, I'm gonna get it together. Uh-uh. I don't want to be sweet talk. Show me the money. I'm tired of making it easier for everyone else. Every other community benefits off of the struggles of our ancestors and the things that we've gone through. And then we have to sit around and get the scraps. No, I'm tired. I'm tired. Why should I give my vote and don't get anything in return?
So
I'm
I'm asking you
over
a
the
question.
age of 50. I've been voting since 18 and have never gotten anything. The only president that I remember that did something meaningful was President Jimmy Carter. And I was a little girl at that time, but there were so many programs, even in California. So when you have people that went off to prison, they could get a degree, a skill, and so forth. A lot of things have been cut. So go ahead and ask your question.
So I'm asking you a question. So by you not voting, do you really think it's helping your cause?
It's
Or,
not hurting it. It's not hurting it. It's not going to
okay,
make a difference at all.
but see, like you said, me and you about the same age. So you don't care about Social Security?
It's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. So you need to be making alternative plans and saving. And
So you don't
it's
care
like
about health care?
uh, I showed me the money.
So my whole point is you're not voting because you say you're not getting anything, but actually you are getting things.
I'm not voting so every other community can benefit. I need some tangibles. I
Like what?
need something specific for
Tell me one thing you want
Black
outside of reparation.
Americans.
Tell me one thing outside of reparation. What else do you want?
I had said it earlier.
What's that?
It didn't necessarily have to be a check. I want free medical and dental. insurance. I want to be able to attend any university or college for free. I want all my student loans paid off.
Student loans. I'm glad you said that. Student loans paid.
No, I'm tired. No, I don't want us to be grouped in a bowl with everyone else like mixed fruits. We need something specific for us, specifically for us.
So
And
so you
once that's done, I don't mind helping
so
nobody else.
so you telling me that you rather get nothing than get something just
I'm
because
not.
it's
We're not getting
here.
nothing either way. We're not getting anything either way.
Well, you said student loans, right? Joe Biden was trying to get rid of student loans. Some
Man,
of it
that was a
anyway.
that no, that was a bunch of bull. That was no, no, no. Just
No.
like I'm a registered nurse. When they were giving out the stimulus check, I couldn't even qualify for it. Well, hell, I'm on the front line risking my life. You mean to tell me I can't even get no hazard pay? You can't wipe out. Look, you getting me all frustrated right now, Kong. Look, I'm not. If I vote, I'm not getting anything, and if I don't vote,
But
I'm
you are
not
getting
going to get
Hi,
anything.
misbehaving.
Hey,
you are
how you doing, Tanya?
Yeah, I agree with you with
but you are
misbehaving
getting
all these
something though.
dipstick politicians.
You are getting something. My thing is we need to stop being single issue voters. And that's what really hurting us.
No,
We-
we have not been single
yes, we are.
voters. We've
We get
always
mad
done
about one
things to
thing.
benefit everybody else.
We get mad about one thing, then we just don't want to vote over
No,
one issue.
it's not mad. It's been happening for years. I'm tired. We cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. Let me tell you something. Who benefits the most with the passing of the Civil Rights Act? Who? Who
We,
benefits the most?
we did. My grandfather and grandmother involved in that.
So you don't think black people get benefit most from civil rights?
Mm-mm. No, no.
So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So now I look at things from I was saying earlier, I think before you came into the chat, I was saying
Mm-hmm.
earlier, I look at things from an individual point of view.
All right.
Because honestly, like I said before, there are so many different groups with black people, ADOS, FBA, Pan Africans, so many different groups that it's just so difficult to achieve anything with all this division. So I look at things from an individual point of view now. And from what I see in my own life, I'm benefiting a lot for what's going on today in this country. I'm very successful at what I do now because of some of the policies that's in place. Now, you might not like Joe Biden, but I love both Joe Biden. The reason I love him because since Joe Biden been in office, my income has increased. Increased.
You
Can you ask
don't
me the same
say.
So
You
question,
like Jim
King
Crow
Kong?
Joe.
Can you ask me the same question?
what's that now? I'm
Can you
sorry,
ask me
second.
the same question
What's that, Tanya?
about what with Joe Biden and everything did for me?
What do you do for you?
You want me to be truthful?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say not very much, but the only thing I would just want him to do is pass the George Floyd bill. And so far, I know you said the Senate and the
Thank you.
House. Yeah, the George Floyd voting of the George Floyd bill. So far, I haven't seen nothing about it or the
You
or
know
the.
why that bill is not passed? You know why that bill is not passed? Because of the Senate. That's why that bill is not passed.
Well, right now we got some idiots in the Senate, and
And with and with the House being in Republican control, it will never be passed. That had nothing to do with Joe Biden.
well,
Had nothing to do with Joe Biden.
I just like I said, I'd rather vote for Shaft, Bugs Bunny,
Well, see, hold on, Tanya,
Shaft, Bugs
hold on, Tanya,
Bunny, Medea, whoever
hold
else
on,
is
Tanya,
in
Tanya,
office
hold on
as
for a second.
president.
Hold on for a second, because I know misbehaving. That's one of her issues also. Well, this is my thing. Y'all keep saying y'all want these bills passed, but y'all keep saying y'all not going to vote until y'all get something individually for y'all. So my thing is, as long as you're not going to vote, you're never going to get that bill passed. That's why I keep telling y'all, you have to vote for people who have your interests. Democrats want to pass that bill. They want to pass that bill. But Republicans don't want to pass the bill. So who do you want to vote for? You want to vote for nobody, or do you want to vote for a Democrat who's
Um,
going to get you that bill?
I'm voting for Donald Duck.
Misbehaving? How about you?
My stance has not changed.
So, so
I need it in my hand. I need it like yesterday.
Misbehaving, you and I are on the island by ourselves, man.
so misbehaviors, I ain't nothing I can say to change your mind about voting until you get something
No.
for you. Black
No,
people only.
I love you.
Hey,
I love
look,
you, Kong. I love you, Kong, but you're not going to change my mind either because, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'll vote for Superman, Shaft, Donald Duck, the Invisible Man, anybody better than the ones in the House and the Senate. Could be the same thing. They could be the Mickey Mouse Club, the Smurf Club,
What's
the
up,
Cooley High
Neptune?
Club, and
What's up,
that's it.
Neptune?
I
What's
see
up,
y'all,
James?
huh?
I got
Well,
James up here. What's up, James?
Hi, James.
remember, hey, Tanya, I
Yeah.
actually come up because of what Misbehave had said. But first of all, I always believe that everybody should vote. And the other thing is, I also agree with Tanya.
Thank,
I would rather vote for Donald Duck
thank you.
and then the people that are in there most of the time.
Captain Marvel.
Well,
So,
I think pretty much myself, my own personal opinion. Like I said, I have benefited from Joe Biden, so
I'm going on
I'm a
Gilligan's Island.
little
That's it.
biased when it comes to this whole subject
I'm
because
going
I
on.
have
Hey,
benefited.
I love you, Kong, but you're gonna find me on Gilligan's Island or Fantasy Island or Wonder Womanville or any place else just to get rid of these politicians in the House and the Senate. They can be, I don't know, Bozo the Clown for all I freaking care. And I would have better luck with that or Knight Riderville. That's what I'd rather be. I'm going to Knight Riderville.
All
Thank you
right,
very much.
hold on, Tony. Hold on, Tony. But
Tanya
like I was
just
saying,
cutting up for nothing.
like I said, I see benefits. I see benefits from voting the right politicians into office. I really do. I know misbehaving. She has her own agenda where she wants something just for black people. Well, my thing is, and like I said, I've come a long ways over the years, and we're all Americans at this point in time.
Uh,
So my
I
I,
thing
agree
is,
with
hold
that.
on,
I
Tanya,
agree with
hold on,
that.
Tanya, hold on, Tanya, hold on, Tanya.
okay.
So my thing is, we're all Americans at this point in time. So I need to think about things that are going to affect me as an American, not just as a black man, but as an American. So when I look at things like I said, Social Security, healthcare, stuff like that. Those are the things that are going to affect me in the future. So those are the things I need to think about that I need to vote for. So I'm always going to think American first and black second. And the reason why, because without Social Security, I can't survive. Without healthcare, some kind of healthcare, I can't survive. So I
Um,
have to, I have to think
I
that
agree
way.
with you on that part. I love my health care that I have right now. But like I said before, and I'll still say it again, I'd rather vote for the cartoon club that's in the House and the Senate, and any Republican president or any Democrat could be Mickey Mouse or Batman and Robin. Okay? So that's how I feel about it because right now everybody is in it for themselves. They're not in it for us. And they say they're gonna do something, but they don't do it. And I'm just fed up with the way
Well,
with the
Tanya,
politics system is.
sometimes we don't think about the bigger picture, as in it takes XYZ to make things happen. And sometimes we get lost in that sauce to the point we don't understand. It takes more than the president to make things happen. It takes more than one part of Congress to make things happen.
Yeah.
We got to have all three working together in order to make things the
And
way we
Miss
want it.
Miss Heavy, you want to go to Wonder Womanville with me? I'll take you with me. Scooby Doo Land. Which one you want?
Tanya, I like you. You seem like a nice woman, but I want to stay in reality, baby. I
No,
don't
I'm
want to go
not.
to
I'm
none.
sick of reality. I'm sick of reality
well,
misbehaving because right now the reality that I'm living in kind of sucks eggs. So right now I want a cartoon character be in the White House than some of these real people because I'm telling you, they're all in it for themselves and they really don't give a darn.
Hold on, Tanya. Let misbehaving James chime in for a second.
Go ahead.
well, the reason why I came up is that Misbehaving. You said that you're a registered nurse.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The healthcare industry during the pandemic
Yes, sir.
got ripped off because
Yes, it did.
I absolutely agree. Being that I was in the hospital and I had a bunch of nurses and stuff there and everything
Mm-hmm.
putting their lives on the line and doing all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of different things because of it and getting screwed because of what you said. They didn't get hazard pay like they should have. they didn't get the stimulus money and stuff. And I absolutely believe and saw all the shit that you nurses had to go through in the hospital and in other institutions that nurses are in, get screwed out of all that.
And I'll
So
tell you something else that I apologize. Were you finished, Mr. James?
no, go right ahead.
I'm one of those nurses where I truly love being a nurse. I love providing care. I got into healthcare by accident because I wanted to be a math teacher. But during the pandemic, it was very stressful as far as family members not being able to come in, seeing people my age or a little bit younger uh, being really sick and then dying, coming in being a full cold. The only way that they could communicate with their family member is by the iPad, and we would take it in the bedroom. There was this one night that floated me up to this other unit, and the gentleman, I believe he was 40, no, I think he was 45, 49, around here, but that's younger than me. And he was a full code, but because he was declining, he decided he wanted to be DNR. None of his family lived in state. They were 3 hour time zone away. We went in there, myself, another RN. We had to explain to make sure that he was aware of what he was doing. Called the doctor to come up to talk to him as well. And the patient signed off. He was alert and oriented times three. We start DCing vital lines that was maintaining him. And I could feel the tears welling up in my eyes. And I did not want the patient to him to see me cry. So I turned my head because in my mind it's like he's so young. You come in, you're a full code. Now you're changing to DNR and you're about to die. He would have been dead by the end of the shift. And I was like, Lord, I kept praying. I didn't want that man to die on my shift. Just let me make it through to go home because I don't want to be here when he passed away. And I had to go into a bathroom and I just broke down and started crying. And then when I came out, the other nurses said, eventually you'll get used to it. I said, I'll never get used to this. You have so many nurses that are ill equipped, not properly trained before the pandemic, and it was only magnified during the pandemic. I'd never seen anything like that in my whole life. It caused me to like just shut down and not want to do nursing anymore. But I am back doing that. Um, I have voted since the age of 18. This will be the first time I'm not. I'm not. If no one wants their reparations, that's fine. But I need something. I need something, and I need it in my hand. And Mr. James, it looks like you're a veteran. What branch did you serve in?
I didn't serve in any.
Uh-oh, are you pretending with that hat? That looked like a little military hat, or are my eyes
No,
playing tricks on me?
it actually says Lost River High School, Lost River.
And Conking,
Okay,
and
okay.
Conking.
Well, I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. I want to thank everyone. Mr. Cohen, thank you for allowing me up.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna hop off, but I'll still be listening. I have to help my grandson finish up this science project.
Well, thank you
But
for
it was a
coming up. I
pleasure.
really appreciate it.
Bye.
Yeah,
All right,
it was
bye
a
bye.
pleasure talking to you too, Miss
Y'all have a
Behave.
good one.
The pleasure is all mine. Now, if y'all sneak over to my channel now, I do a variety of stuff. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm real sweet. Occasionally, I might have to get somebody together, but I do apologize
I'm
for
going to
Mrs.
see
that.
Behaving, I'll
you very
invite you to
soon.
my show anytime you want to.
What's the name of your channel, Miss Tanya?
Hammer Time Funk.
Can you type it in the chat, and that way I can go subscribe to your channel.
I will. Thank you very much. I will do
Okay.
that.
Thank you, you all. Everybody have a nice
Thank you.
evening.
Thank you for
Bye
coming
bye.
up.
Um,
Come on.
Con King, I lost my father a couple of years ago. I was in the hospital for 3 days because I had diabetic uh, dry mouth and everything else. There was another guy in there who didn't want to do anything. They had to calm him down. I was in St. Peter's Hospital here in Jersey, so I had to take an ambulance. They had to ask me all sorts of questions, and I didn't have COVID because the emergency rooms was packed that day. You know, and I didn't know I was diabetic until the doctor at the urgent care said that we couldn't reach your sugar. They said it was like 500 or something, but after so much hard work, I'm not on insulin anymore. I keep my sugar once a day, and I do everything else. So I'm good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
But I
Yeah,
didn't know
I'm
I was
glad to hear that too,
diabetic,
Tanya.
because I was drinking soda like it was absolutely nothing. I
Well,
couldn't
sodas will
taste
kill you.
nothing. I
Sodas will
couldn't
kill
taste
you.
anything. And that's what really got to me. But my father passed away. He was diabetic, and he lost weight, but he died. And
Tanya, do me a favor. Put your channel in the chat right quick.
I just
Okay.
come up because of
okay, let me see.
misbehaving.
I'm glad you came up, Jay. I appreciate you coming up, man.
So, but anyway, the one
If you
thing
can
that
see
you
it
and I will always agree on,
there.
Kong, is
That-
everybody should vote regardless. I don't
Okay.
care.
Oh, can you see it there, Conky?
Anyway, all right. I will
Thank you,
talk to you
James. I
guys
appreciate
later.
you coming up, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you see there, Conky, there?
No, you didn't type it. You didn't type it in the chat.
I thought I did.
Just type the name in the chat. You know, it's not there.
Oh, okay, just a minute. I might have another tablet. Just hold on a minute.
All right. But before I go, I want to catch T. T. You
Well,
might have missed the
I'll put
first
it
part.
in the chat out, and I'll say goodbye to you, Conky. It was nice
All right.
seeing you again.
Bye, Tanya.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. You have a good one. But T, you probably missed the first part of the live. I want to thank you, my brother. Yeah, I think she did put it in the private chat. She did. She put it in the private chat. But T, I want to thank you, man. If you missed the first part of the live, I was thanking you because I took your advice last week when I heard something from Childish Folk TV. And I thought about what you said. You don't need to respond. You don't need to respond to everything someone says about you. And I want to thank you for that advice because that saved me from finding up a live stream and going back and forth with an idiot. So I want to thank you, my brother, for that advice because I actually took it this time. But I've been here for over 2 hours and I enjoyed everybody who came up, Misbehaving, Tanya, King Curl, Classic Likes, James. I appreciate all y'all coming up, hitting the panel. And like I said, this is my first live in a while, so I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed the conversation. But Misbehaving, you need to vote. No matter if you go in and write somebody else in, you need to vote. Don't be thinking that you have to have something for yourself personally in order to vote. It's not good. Everybody should vote. Everybody should vote. And that's one of the reasons why we don't get where we need to go, because a lot of people got that mentality was, if I can't get what I want, I'm not going to vote. And it's not about one issue or two issues. It's about more than that. You got to think bigger. But that's all I have to say. Until next time, y'all all have a great day and a good night. You'll put your name. Hey, as long as you vote, put your name. Write your name in. That's fine. Until next time, y'all take it easy. People are starving, and they don't care. They don't care. That pisses me off to the highest fullest, knowing that these people do not care about the common man and woman in this country.
Yeah. King.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. King.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. King.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. King.
Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Politics. Heineken. Good conversation. I don't think you really get that whole concept. Politics. Heineken. Good conversation. I don't think you really get that whole concept.
Yeah. King.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. King.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. King.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. King.
Welcome to the Heineken Hour.
Yeah.
On King Live.
Yeah. Yeah.
On King Live.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
King,
Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
King,
Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
King,
Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
King,
Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Let's get drunk. Salute, salute. Let's get drunk. Salute, salute. Let's get drunk. Salute, salute. Let's get drunk. Salute, salute.
Yeah.
King,
Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
King,
Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
King,
Let's get drunk.
Yeah.
King.
Welcome to the Heineken Hour. Like, share, and